Welcome back to the Listen Up podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick, and Jordan. This week we're going to be taking a look at White Bronco by Action Bronson, released in 2018, and it was picked by Nick. So if you wanna elaborate on why you chose this one for this week.
Why, of course. So, one of my favorite, my favorite Action Bronson album is probably Mr. Wonderful that he came out with in 2015. It has a little more variety in it than this album does, and I think it's twice as long. This album's about half an hour, and Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, this album's like 26 minutes or something.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like, well, the length of it seems like a mini project that you might put out between actual studio albums,
like a holdover project.
Yeah, because he kind of did that with a producer named The Alchemist. They came out with a project. I think it's listed in 2019 on Spotify, but I feel like it came out relatively recently, so it was probably late 2019. But it's called Lamb Over Rice, I think. And the Alchemist, a lot of projects that he comes out with, the producer, the beats are pretty retro. They're usually samples of older music overlaid with drums and bass and things like that. Mm-hmm. And that's what Lamb Over Rice is. And I thought about doing that one, but it's only like 19 minutes. And I was like, I'd rather do White Bronco because it's his. I don't think he classifies Lamb Over Rice as kind of in his discography or his studio album discography, maybe, because I saw something where he was talking about his next album, Only for Dolphins, which was supposed to come out earlier this year, and I think COVID hit and he changed it, but it is funny. What'd you say?
Just like Tenet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're eagerly awaiting Tenet whenever it comes to US
Chrissy
theaters.
Nolan.
I saw on Twitter that it's releasing to foreign theaters first, which makes sense because they have COVID.
Yeah, because we're the only ones still shitting the bed on it.
We're the only ones still treating a worldwide pandemic like a political opinion.
God! Yeah, but that's a whole other thing.
But we're talking about music.
Yeah.
About rap music. And other music, but rap music specifically in this podcast.
We even classify this as rap. Maybe we should go on an hour-long tangent about that. You know?
Oh my gosh.
But no, yeah, Nick, do you want to... Wait.
It's thundering it.
Wait, did we already do the intro? I'm tweaking.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, James did this.
I'm sorry.
Whoa,
Jeez.
what the
Jeez,
hell?
I'm sorry. Okay, I was gonna say, Nick, do you wanna talk about why you picked the album again?
I would love to, Jordan.
Shut up, bro. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so let's get into some general feelings about it.
I don't really remember when I found him. I think the first song I ever listened to by Action Bronson was "Baby Blue," I think, and I remember
absolutely.
At least for me. I remember listening to it.
Still never heard that
on SoundCloud for some reason.
Why dang.
Even though it was
always all on my back. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chance is. No, wait, no, that's Action Bronson on the hook. And
yeah,
Chance
it is.
has
Chance has a verse.
Yeah.
Well, I think my favorite line from it is Chance. He says, I hope you never get off on Fridays, and you work at a Fridays that's always busy on Fridays. Pretty funny. That's just a funny ass song.
Yeah, his whole verse is really funny.
Mm-hmm.
On Logic's new album, he has a line where he says, "And yes, I love my wife like I am Chance."
Wait, Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, I got you. That's hilarious.
Logic was married, and he might have been married at the time you recorded that album, but I don't think he's married anymore. I think it.
Oh, dang! Really?
Yeah. So sad.
Oh, dang! Oh, it's kind of sad.
Back to our boy, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall feel. I think I mentioned it at the end of last podcast. It seems like almost every song is just bragging about his status and the things that he does, and he shows a little more sensitivity on Prince Charming, where he talks about finding love, but that's really in like one or two lines. I'm pretty sure he has a kid. I think I saw that when I was reading like an article or two over the last week, but
yeah,
I can't quite remember. But he does have on Mr. Wonderful, he has a song called Terry, where he's the main hook of the song is "Don't hurt me again, baby, don't hurt me again," and that's a side of him you don't see as much because usually he's the person bragging, like I was talking about, being confident and just saying basically like, screw what anybody thinks, I'm gonna smoke weed and drink and have a good time and do whatever I want, basically.
Yeah, I mean that's like, this album.
Yeah,
entirely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think that I don't want to tease too much, but I think that might be something that hurts it a little bit in my rating.
Yeah,
because one thing I really liked was like how weird all of the beats are. Like
or even lyrics.
The lyrics were funny, but they just didn't really like give me that much. But like all of the guitar and keys throughout the album, and then a lot of the beats, it's like a fusion of jazz and funk that he's then like rapping over. It's very. It was a very unique sound, like listening to it. But I really liked almost all of the backing. Musically, I liked the album quite a lot, actually.
And something that I saw on Genius was that throwback to No Worries, Knowledge, the producer on all of the songs on No Worries, he produced, I know of at least 3 songs on this album.
I didn't catch that for some reason.
Yeah, they were. I think I saw it in the description on Genius for it was either Prince Charming or Picasso's Ear, but but he produced those 2, and he produced Live from the Moon.
Yeah, I enjoyed Live from the Moon. I really like how jazzy it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked Dr. Kimball because of the little guitar, like they're not really solos, but the riffs that it goes off on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know what that honestly be called, but yeah, I know what you mean.
I liked it because of the horse ad libs, where it's just neighing in the background.
Neighing and weird,
constant neighing. It was so funny. I actually really.
That's one reason I like him a lot too, is because I think he's really funny.
He's really funny. I like Oh, sorry. Go, James.
I was gonna say I like in Dr. Kimball, the line that's we started 4 in the Buick, true. Now the lawyer is Jewish, true. And then there's like a little weird ad lib in the back. It's like he can be anything. He can be anything, not just Jewish. Or he just happens to be Jewish. It's understandable, or something. It was so funny. Also, shit's so wave. Need a full body do rag. That was
oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it was a very comical album.
Yes, it was.
And I forget what song it is, but I know there's one where in the background he goes like he just babbles and.
Oh, he sounds like the kid from Irish. He sounds like the kid from the Wild Thornberrys, who's played by Flea, the bassist of Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, is it the one like
what? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure.
I
was going to say something about that. Irishman freestyle at the very beginning, dude. It's so funny. He's just like, He's like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I didn't, in that song, he says, just did my first scene with De Niro, just did my first scene with Scorsese. And this came out in 2018. The Irishman didn't come out until, I think, late 2019.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or early 2020. And he plays a small part in The Irishman.
Oh.
And so that's why it's called Irishman Freestyle. What'd you say?
That's how he knew
what
to say? Wow.
And there's a picture of him on Genius with Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese, which is pretty funny.
Yeah. I like... I'm sorry, go Nick.
I think he plays... He's not a funeral director, but he's selling Robert De Niro a coffin in the movie. I remember that. It's right towards the end. It's probably within like 10 or 15 minutes from the end. But I saw someone on Twitter mention, they said something along the lines of, I wish someone would have told me that Action Bronson was in The Irishman. I wasn't prepared for that or something. And I was like, what? Action? What? And then I watched The Irishman, and he shows up for like 20 seconds towards the end of it, and he's selling a coffin. And I was like, what is happening? Why did Martin Scorsese just go, yeah, we'll get Action Bronson in here?
That's really funny. Like, more lyrics on that. It's just, you read the lyrics, and they like literally make no sense sometimes.
Yeah.
Like this one says, your chick plastic like fake rice from China, staring in the mirror like I hate my vagina. Oh wait, sorry, yeah, that one that you said. But then also, it says, the Beamer go 480 with no old ladies. Fuck out of here, bitch. You know wavy. These more shady faces like some old babies. Me, I'm stone cold crazy, and there's no maybes. What? Like he's just rhyming words in no fashion at all.
Is that in Irishman Freestyle?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah. That might be an actual freestyle. I don't entirely know. But I could see him just rhyming crap together.
It's got to be
like that.
There's no way he sat down and wrote that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like most of his music that I've heard is like a freestyle.
Yeah, I know. It seems very like non sequitur. It's like it sounds like he just like talks into a microphone. Obviously he does, and there's probably some like creative thing he does to like get it to like that. But it sounds like he just sits down and you're just reading words on a page that have no like I can't even think of the word. No relation to each other.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that. Like, sit down and read words on a page, because in his he has a Spotify single where the first song in the Spotify single is a medley of two songs that he has that are Bonsai and Terry, and then the second song, it's a cover of some song called "I'm Going Down," I think, and I say I think it's a cover because it doesn't. I've never heard it on any of his albums, but it doesn't sound like anything he would put out. It sounds like an old soul song. And at the beginning, they leave it in the Spotify session. He says something about like not being able to sing or not really ever singing, and it's basically like an old R&B song, and you hear him say in the Spotify session recording like something along the lines of like I'm not holding that, like hold it there so I can read it or something like that. Like someone's holding the lyrics for him in the session while he's singing the song. And he flat out says in the recording like what? Like no, like you hold it. Why do you think I'm going to hold that? And I think he does. He seems a little standoffish in real life. Okay. And he seems like a chill enough guy, but it seems like if he's having a bad day, or if you catch him in the wrong mood, you definitely get the wrong impression of him, I would think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
But I do enjoy a lot of the confidence and humor in a lot of in the majority of his his music.
Yeah, it's really funny. I was gonna say, Nick, I heard White Bronco, and I don't know why, but it just made me think of country whenever you sent it, and I was like, because I didn't know who Action Bronson was before this, and I was like, oh gosh, Nick's going to make us listen to a country album. And then I just glanced quickly, I saw A$AP Rocky at the end, I was like, maybe this isn't a country album? And then I started listening, and I think the reason I liked it is because he just made me laugh, like, at the beginning, or, like, even just not even know what was going on. I'm like, what? Like, it's a type of music that I don't listen to often. I don't really know a lot of... I'm pretty sure, like, that's how old music kind of went, is that they would just say random words, like, kind of just rhyming them. Because I know a few people who joke about it. Like, I know Key and Peele joked about it one time on their show. Mm-hmm. And I was like, is that really how music was back then? They're, like, rapping, they're just rhyming all these, like, really weird words together. But that, I don't know, dude. This was just hilarious. And it wasn't awful to listen to. And he kind of raps pretty good also, so.
Mm-hmm. I do like his flow a lot. And pretty sure he's from Brooklyn. Maybe. Just his New York accent.
Yeah, based on his, like, ad-libs, I would hope he's from Brooklyn. Otherwise, he's impersonating someone from Brooklyn.
Yeah. Dude, his ad-libs are hilarious. He just puts in so many sounds that are hilarious, too. Like, just the horses going in and out.
Dude, it's just hilarious. I like this skit at the end of Mount Etna.
Yeah.
That's
Hey Bronson.
Yeah, it's using like the old
I'm
late
allergic.
90s, early 2000s after school special like dare videos or whatever.
Yes.
You don't want to smoke weed, but turning down friends can be tricky. Hey Bronson, want some? No way, that stuff's illegal. And then at the end he says, Bronson, you want some? Hey, it. Why the hell not?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I like, I know he smokes weed like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And in his show, he has a show on Vice that I think it just got renewed for a 4th season.
Okay.
And it's called That's Delicious.
Yeah.
And I watched the first episode of it on Hulu. I'd seen different clips of it on YouTube. But it said, I watched it a week or two ago, and it said it was going to expire in 11 days. And I checked it again today, and there was no expiration on it. So hopefully they renewed it or something, because I'd really like to watch the majority of it.
Cause I was going to be sad, because it was one of the shows that I've just been putting off starting, and I was going to be so sad if it was gone.
Yeah.
The Action Bronson show?
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. But he's really big into food, and he actually has a cookbook that he came out with.
Dang.
That I think it's.
I think
it's I think it's compiled of different recipes he found while he was making that show. I'm pretty sure the cookbook is called That's Delicious too.
I mean that would make sense from like a branding and discovery.
Yeah. And he says something on this album. I can't remember the line. I'm pretty sure it's on this album where he says something about celebrating a bestseller. And how he's going to go buy a fur coat.
Is that what it was about? Because I remember hearing that line. Huh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about that cookbook. But in that show, he pals around with 2 of his good friends who were featured on, I think, all of his albums, Big Body Bess and Mayhem Lauren. Mm-hmm. And I think Mayhem Lauren is featured on Brutal on this one. And Big Body Bess, he only says like the hook on Ring Ring, I think. And it's them 2, Action, and The Alchemist, who plays his beats while they're on the road and stuff.
Yeah.
And The Alchemist doesn't talk a lot in that show, but I'm pretty sure at the end of Mount Etna, usually it's Action Bronson saying, "Hey Bronson." But the third one, when they say, "Hey Bronson," sounds like a different voice. I'm pretty sure that's The Alchemist. I'm not positive, and I couldn't find like a credit or anything. I'm sure they wouldn't credit him for like one line, but they might, I don't know. But it sounded like The Alchemist because I don't know, his voice just sounds like.
Yeah, I gotcha.
What?
I said I gotcha. I don't know why I said it like that, though. Literally no idea.
I shouldn't have singled you out. I should have just rolled with it. We should have left it in the...
Like Jordan's intros are getting increasingly weirder, but I actually like it. I try not to acknowledge it because I think it makes it funny.
I know, I'm trying to slip that in.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to do something insane next intro. I have to out-crazy you, Jordan.
Oh, so I was trying to figure out every time I heard this album why the album art was all so weird for it and the singles.
Yeah.
But it apparently it's like he painted them. It's his paintings himself.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I thought it was like a 4-year-old, but
I didn't know that until I saw an internet article that was that said, I think it said Action Bronson reveals the cover art for his next album Only for Dolphins, and the picture that came up looked a lot like White Bronco, and I think it was accompanied by a tweet that was by him, and it said like just finished the album art for Only for Dolphins or something, and I was like, oh, okay, so he made that, and that looks like the style of White Bronco, so I guess he made White Bronco too.
Yeah.
But
I just saw it on Genius. It was like he painted the album cover or whatever, and I was like, oh, it makes sense.
Yeah, he has a radio show on Beats One on Apple Music. It's called Live from the Moon. That's what it's called. And there's different paintings for each show that he comes out with, I think, or each playlist that he comes out with from the show. And they're in that same White Bronco style, so I'm sure he makes those too.
Yeah.
But about I mentioned Only for Dolphins. That's what I was going to connect it to. Yeah, in the song Mount Etna, he says the line, "My next album's only for dolphins," and I think he was saying that to say basically that his next album was for intelligent people, I guess, because dolphins are supposed to be really
dolphins
smart.
are like really smart.
Yeah, but then also he delayed the release of his album. I'm not entirely sure on this, but I saw old tweets where he said it was going to come out in April, and I'm pretty sure he delayed the release of it, or maybe his label because of COVID. So, but it's called Only for Dolphins. So the fact that he said that just as like a line in the song, "My next album's only for dolphins," and then he named his next album Only for Dolphins. I thought that was pretty funny.
It's part of the extended universe.
Yeah, and then on Mr. Wonderful, one of the biggest songs off of it, not Baby Blue, but Acting Crazy, he says, "Baby, oh my lord, the cops chasing Bronson in the all-white Ford," reference to White Bronco, Ford Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Jordan, I'm pretty sure you know this, Jamie, but Jordan, do you know like the significance of White Bronco?
I feel like I've heard it in like TV culture or something like before, but I don't think I could accurately guess right now.
I got you. It's the car that O.J. Simpson chased. The car that O.J. Simpson drove in his like huge police chase when he was running from the cops and stuff. He drove away in a White Bronco, and it was like nationally broadcasted and stuff. So that's what Action is riffing off of.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know I've heard it before. Like that story's been told so many times. I just couldn't remember.
Real quick, Jamie, do you add bleeps into the podcast?
No, I added over,
no.
But that's it.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay.
Bro, maybe if you threw out like... Alright, I'm just gonna... I don't know what I'll do with that. I might take that. Maybe if you throw in like a hard C or something, I
would... But yeah, there's a line where I just thought it was really funny. I thought he said gulag, which was funny.
Did he not? I thought he did too.
Yeah, but on Genius it says goulash.
When is that one? Which one is that one in again?
It's in.
Well, gulag wasn't a thing, right?
Well, no, the gulag is a Russian prison camp.
Yeah.
So it's not just a thing from.
No, they brought it back for that, but it's like a.
Oh, they made the thing from Warzone into a real thing. Okay, that makes more sense.
That's from like Soviet era Russia. That's where they would put prisoners, and like that was like the secret prison they'd take people to, was the Gulag.
Okay.
What song is it in, Nick?
I didn't write it down. I feel like it. Gosh, the line is all I want is moolah. I put these f***ing actors in the goulash, and I thought he said gulag, but on
I did too.
Goulash. And goulash is like a stew.
Yeah. I've
heard and either one makes sense. Like he kills them and puts it. Well, like, yeah. I mean, I feel like gulag makes more sense, but
I don't know.
I don't know. It could be goulash or it could be gulag. Maybe we're imposing gulag because we're big.
Because we play so much Warzone.
Yeah, see, I think you're imposing gulag. I think it is gulag.
I think I love like one of the lines I really like was the in Prince Charming, where he says, "Money changed me for the better, so I brought it back and got the all black Jetta with the header and the leather bra. Thinking back, like shit, dog, you really set the bar."
That is pretty good.
Like, what a car to reference as like a status symbol.
Jetta. Yeah.
Damn Jetta.
Yeah. I noticed he
thought that was funny.
It's on this album and other albums. He references being naked a lot.
Okay.
In Irishman Freestyle, he said, "I'm butt naked with the Uzi on Broadway." In Acting Crazy back on Mr. Wonderful, he says, "I'm butt naked in a Lamborghini, and motherfuckers can't see me."
Actually, that's in Baby Blues. On
yeah. You're right. Yeah,
because I was about to reference that line. Yeah.
So it's in
butt naked in the Lamborghini.
In the song "Brutal" on his album, he says, "Running around town ass naked." In Swerve on him, he says, "I dive off boats, jump out of planes, ass naked."
Yeah, jump out of planes, ass naked. Yeah, but he said a weird thing with it.
I mean, who doesn't like it?
I enjoy it. I especially enjoy it because he's not like this hot sex symbol R&B artist. He's a big white Jewish guy from New York with a huge red beard. And sometimes he has like a little longer red hair, but he usually shaves his head. He's got a whole look going on, and basically I feel like the vibe of the look and the vibe of everything he puts out is like, I don't care what you think, like I'm doing what I think is cool.
I was about to ask, his picture on Spotify is black and white, so I was like, I don't know if this dude's just light skinned or. I mean, he definitely looks. I was like, he definitely looks white, but
he's white.
I mean, he sounds a little more like I don't want to say he sounds like any kind of certain race, but it sounds like in rap sometimes when you're just listening to it, and most of the artists who do rap are black, you kind of just assume sometimes when you listen to a new artist that they are like that because it's hard to just tell dialects just from like listening. I feel like but it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I looked at it, I was like, is that a whitey? Is that a whitey?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. Well, I do know a fair amount of Eminem songs, but I definitely favor him to Eminem. I would say.
Yeah.
I enjoy. He is my favorite white rapper for sure.
Who's my? I can't even think. Sorry.
I don't even know. I almost said he's one of my favorite rappers, and I don't know if that's entirely true. I don't really keep a roster of favorite rappers in my head, but I do like him a lot. Wow. I like his humor and his confidence and his whole attitude and vibe. I know recently he's been working out like a ton.
He's been on like a huge weight loss thing, right?
Yeah. He lost 80 pounds. I know that.
Which is a substantial amount.
Yeah.
Like for me, that'd be half my weight.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's a little less than half my weight.
There's something, I saw a line, I don't think I wrote it down, but he says something about, I think 2 Tesla coils on the back of his head.
2 Tesla coils under a shaved head or something like that?
Yeah, And he doesn't actually have 2 Tesla coils tattooed on his head, but I think he has the Taj Mahal tattooed on the back of his head. And like they can kind of resemble, like the top of them, how they swell out a little bit, resemble Tesla coils in a sense. And someone theorized on Genius that may be what he was talking about.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
I saw it in one of his workout videos. I was like, "Do you have a tattoo on the back of his head?" And he has a pretty big tattoo on the back of his head.
The Taj Mahal. That's kind of interesting. I guess it fits his personality, though. Just tattooing random things on himself for his random life. This album was a fever dream, dude. I'm not even gonna lie.
It is something.
What am I listening to?
Especially walking around, because since it's so short, like I can basically listen to most of it on like one walk with Leo, and it was I'd be walking around in the dark.
Jamie's
like,
dog.
What the hell am I listening to? Oh yeah, for the listeners at home, Leo is my dog, not a person that I walk around.
Yeah. There's a lot of puppy fetish going on right now. So
yeah, there might have been some confusion. So I'm glad we cleared that up. Thanks.
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
No, I really like the beat on "Swerve on 'Em" too by A$AP Rocky. I want to favor that song because A$AP's in it, but I like the first two songs of the album. But I really like the beat on with A$AP Rocky, and it just sounds like it's definitely
one of the most. What? Sorry, what did you say? What was the end of it?
I was saying it just sounds like a cool song, just altogether.
I feel like it's definitely one of the most glamorous beats on the album.
Yeah,
I like the glossy nature that it has to it, and I usually really like that in albums whenever people gloss up stuff with different style beats and things like that.
Yeah,
but I like A$AP Rocky's feature, and he, I can't remember if he has ad libs later on in the song, but he has his feature, and then he also has little parts later in the song. I remember that, and I like that little touch that it wasn't just that recorded verse. It was like he had a little pieces later in the song. I can't remember if it was him ad-libbing over Action Bronson or if it was Action Bronson ad-libbing.
I honestly can't. Yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah, but that was one of my. It's probably one of my favorite songs on the album. I thought it was interesting that it was the last song on the album because he generally has like one big feature per album. Like his album before this one was Blue Chip 7000, and his biggest feature was Rick Ross, I think. And the album before that was Mr. Wonderful, and his biggest feature was Chance.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And I wonder if he'll have a big feature on Only for Dolphins. See whenever he comes out with it.
Hopefully NBA Youngboy.
You see, would that qualify as a big feature?
I mean, technically, I'm just joking. I don't actually listen to him right now, but
possibly. No disrespect to NBA Youngboy. I just haven't listened to any of his stuff.
No, yeah, I haven't either. Apparently, he's blowing up right now, but
gotcha.
I haven't hopped on the train yet, so we'll see.
I went on Action Bronson's Instagram to see if I could tell what the tattoo was on the back of his head, and it's definitely some kind of building. I can't tell if it's the Taj Mahal or not.
Bet it's a sweat lodge.
Sweat lodge?
Yeah, sweat lodge.
Please don't elaborate on what that is.
It's where you and the homies go. It's like a sauna, but it's just a lodge that you just go and sweat in with the homies.
He has more tattoos.
He's got a lot of tattoos. On the side of his head, I think. Oh yeah, he's got like a tiger on one of the sides of his head, right?
I think.
Or something like that.
Hold up, I'm about to find out.
The caption is his handle. Well, he'll come up if you search Action Bronson, but his handle is Bam Bam Baklava because that's like one of the multiple names you were talking about last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that he says in a lot of his songs to reference himself as Baklava or Bam Bam Baklava. The caption is, "I'm getting all the money that's owed to me over all these years. I deserve to have a hot bod. I'm 283, down 80 pounds from a whopping 363. I'm still going. Give yourself the flowers. Terminator in the making."
Dang.
Amazing.
Nick, also it says the shrine. He says it's just a shrine, but it's a nod to his parents' religion, as he had a Muslim father and a Jewish mother.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, he calls it a shrine. It does look like a castle or something. But yeah. Okay, sorry. And
someone might have just said it was the Taj Mahal in Genius and not really known what they were talking about.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing with Genius, where you kind of have to, it's like what our parents and people warned us that Wikipedia was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of them, like RKS's stuff, like they go in and actually confirm and deny stuff, but other ones it's like it could be just whatever, and then people just either upvote or downvote.
Oh, he 8 hours ago he posted something and said, "I'm dropping some new heat Thursday."
Oh, so that's 2 days.
So by the time this pod comes out, he might have a new single out.
That's true.
Oh, dang.
Oh, yeah. So I guess we should mention that this episode, we're actually recording this right after we recorded the last episode. So by this Thursday, he means the 30th?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, this will actually be a week later.
Okay. Yeah, because this will be it'll be in August.
Yeah.
Crazy times.
Yep, the months they are a-going. Yeah, I mean, I think that, I don't really have any more notes. A lot of mine was in the general stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, let me pull up the lyrics from Live from the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
He says something, I know it was highlighted. Yeah, he says, "Under pressure like Mercury and Bowie, a man's never hot. Nah, baby, you don't know me." Could it be a Big Shaq reference?
A man is not hot. Yeah.
Nah,
man's take off the jacket.
Man's
but a man's not hot.
Man's not hot.
Who knows?
Could be.
We really need to do a single, or just an episode on that
Do
single
we?
also.
Do we need to do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that really might be it. I like a lot of the jazzy production, especially on Mount Etna. Dr. Kimball has more of a traditional instruments within the production. I think Irishman Freestyle has more horns. It's not straight up.
Yeah.
Produce a beat, but I also like the blend of Swerve on them and Prince Charming. They have more traditional beat styles. I kept thinking there was a song on here with Big Body Bess, but it's actually on his last album, Blue Chip 7000, and the song is called Tank. And Big Body Bess yells something about some girl getting out of the way of the TV because he wants to watch Maury.
I feel like I've heard that line before or something.
And right after that, it goes into this really nice guitar solo. And I thought that was on this album. I thought that was Ring Ring, but it's not Ring Ring. Big Body Bess just says the hook in Ring Ring.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I got you.
But call back to that song. Give a listen to Tank on Blue Chip 7000.
I'll have to check it out.
It's an interesting one for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. It's interesting that he prioritizes watching Maury and yelling at his girlfriend.
I mean, haven't we all been in that situation before?
Bro, that ain't the truth.
We all love Maury, am I right?
You are not the fuck.
This post made by Maury Gang.
Okay, well, I guess
that's pretty much it.
Most of it.
Yeah. Since this was my album, I'll go first.
Okay, yeah, let's get into
Jamie,
the
you're picking
rating portion.
I was waiting for you to come in right there, Jamie. I don't know what you were doing, bro.
Jamie's the pod moderator. We need you to guide us.
Listen here, all right? Sometimes we all gotta take breaks sometimes.
I got you.
But I was actually chewing on some ice is why I hadn't said
anything.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll go. Then Jamie. Oh no, then Jordan, and then Jamie. You're announcing the next album.
You step away for 10 seconds and everything falls to shambles. Yeah.
Didn't fall to shambles. We it was a mutiny against you. But yeah, I like his jazzy. I like his jazzy production a lot. That's probably in maybe half the songs, and then the other half are more conventionally produced or unconventionally, like Swerve on them. Kind of reminds me of the style of production in last episode we did Kid Cudi, something like Pursuit of Happiness or Soundtrack to My Life or Intergalactic, like that more glamorous beat style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I enjoy listening to his music when I'm in the mood for it, but since there's not a ton of variety, I don't listen to his music all the time.
I got you.
And since this wasn't an album that I really have loved for a long time or really gravitate towards, I don't really know where I was going with it. That's just a statement. I don't know why I started that. I don't know why I started that sentence out with since, because I'm not taking it anywhere. It was an album that I wanted to revisit and listen to again instead of an album that I really wanted to dig into myself. You know?
Okay.
But I do like the album, but I wish he would show a little more variety lyrically. There is variety instrumental wise, but I feel like there's more variety lyrically and more. We talked about that a lot. Emotional confliction and variety within moods of songs and things like that are things that I enjoy in albums a lot, and the mood of the music is relatively consistent in this album, and because of that, I'll go to it when I'm seeking that out, but when I'm not, I might not enjoy it as much. So I'll give it a solid 7, I think.
Okay.
All right.
Because I do enjoy his humor a lot and his lyrics, and like you talked about, Jordan, like the random stuff that he says there sometimes, and just that's something that I feel like I've discovered. Something that I feel like I've discovered in the past week that I admire a lot in music and rap music is just the attitude of I don't care. Like, I'm making what I enjoy, and I know that it's good because people I respect tell me it's good, and I have faith in myself. So I'm gonna make this and put it out.
Yeah,
I enjoy that attitude a lot. With No Pressure, Logic's newest album, with this album, and with that Kid Cudi album. In Man on the Moon, he says that thing about people say, like, your music sounds different. Why do you make it like that? And he says, well, why not? I like that attitude.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a solid 7.
Yeah, so I'm also kind of in the same boat as Jamie was last week. That I wasn't really. Again, I was expecting a country album when I first looked at it. Mm-hmm. I really like his ad-libbing and just randomness. Mm-hmm. Like, just the randomness makes it for me. I was always I was still expecting stuff as the album went on, and still got different things as I listened to it.
Yeah.
So, like, it kept me like almost smiling and just like enjoying the actual content that he was making. So, I mean, I feel like I could listen to this, and it's a short album. So, and I like shorter albums because I don't listen to albums that often. Mm-hmm. It's a little more digestible. So, if I had to rate this album, I would give it a 7 also.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you
I really
liked
liked
it higher
it.
than I did, I was going to freak out, Jordan.
If what?
I said if you rated it higher than I did, I was going to freak out.
Yeah, I was thinking about giving it like a 7.5 or 8, but then I was like, if I give Man on the Moon a 9, I can't give this album an 8 or a 7.
That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
I gave Man on the Moon a 7.5, and I was like, this isn't quite Man on the Moon level. I'll give it a 7.
yeah. But yeah, that's why I gave it that. Jamie?
I would say that I really enjoyed the uniqueness and variety of the beats, but like you said, it was a very similar like lyrically throughout, and for me that got like pretty stale. So I'd say a 6 for me.
Okay. I got
you. You know, like I'll still probably listen to like a couple of the songs because it's right. Like if you're in the mood for it, then you know it offers that. But it's just that I'm not really. That just typically is not what I'm yearning for.
I got you.
So I'll stick with a 6, and that will bring our average to 6.67, which is tied for being so normal, or with being so normal.
All right.
I don't know what place that's in. I sort my spreadsheet by episode number.
Yeah. Well, we're getting to as many episodes now too, where it's
dude, we're gonna start having data, and I'm excited.
But what we've all been waiting for.
We'll get to my pick. So, I've been wrestling with what to choose.
Okay.
Because I think I talked about it last episode. I don't remember, but I listen to music. It's almost like seasonally the genres that I listen to.
Okay.
And this summer it's been a hot one. It's been a hot one both socially and temperature-wise. It's a very angry summer. So, and this will be, I think, my last pick for like the true summer months will be this episode. We'll record it on August 11th. It'll come out the 15th. So I'm going to wrap up the summer with an album that's going to make us ready to burn down every government building we can find. I was going to do rap, but you guys both pick rap, and I kind of wanted to mix it up, so we're going to do Rage Against the Machine by Rage Against the Machine.
All right.
So get ready to start a revolution.
Okay.
When you were saying all this, I was like, please tell me it's Rage Against the Machine, because
absolutely is.
I'd like to listen to them more. And if you said anything else besides like Rage Against the Machine or Run the Jewels, I was going to be like, what other like crazy anti-establishment band is there?
Oh yeah. We're gonna get nice and angry.
Okay.
Now we'll have 2 weeks to listen to it.
Okay.
And Jordan, I think you're gonna like it because not only is it a lot of. Have you listened to a lot of Rage's stuff before, Jordan?
No.
Well, I'm telling you, if you like exciting rap lyrics and like anger behind it, I'm telling you, you're gonna like it. I'm excited for this one. It's an album that I enjoy quite a lot. It's a band I hold near and dear to my heart.
Okay. I'll make sure to shit on it.
Yeah,
I think the only
I really am
is...
excited because you haven't really listened to a lot of their stuff, and it's unique for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the only downside is that Bulls on Parade isn't on this album.
That's true, but
Killing in the Name is still on this album. So.
Dude, Killing in the Name, Bomb Track, Know Your Enemy, Bullet in the Head, Take the Power Back. Oh, this is a good one.
All right. I'll listen. I promise.
All right. So I guess we can talk a little bit about what we've been listening to. For me, it's been a few different albums because I've been trying to decide what to pick. And it's been that album, as well as I listened to RTJ4 again.
Okay.
Oddly enough, I've thrown in some Avett Brothers. That was a weird day for me.
Weird day.
Yeah, and then a lot of Manchester Orchestra.
Okay.
Just a very rocky week for me, trying to figure out what I wanted to culminate the summer season with?
I guess I'll go next. I haven't really been listening to that. Again, my music taste, I listen to a lot of the same songs for a decent while. That's just how I listen to music. I listened to, like, Blueface came out with a Famous Crip Reloaded, which was basically like his debut album, but he decided to do a reloaded version. Like, you know how people usually do a deluxe version, like, after, like, right after their things release? Like, this is, like, that the album came out, like, 3 or 2 years ago, so he did, like, a reloaded, and I listened to a remix that was on there. Respect My Crippin', featuring Snoop Dogg, which is kind of weird, but... and then I listened to a little bit of Denzel Curry, too, and then pretty much just all the songs I've been listening to, like Earthquake, got to get that in there, a little bit of ASAP, Pop Smoke, always got to have him in the rotation, so, right. Just stuff like that, and that's about it.
I gotcha. Nick, how about you?
Last night, as you know, Jamie, and Jordan, we have a friend, Zach, who, I said as you know, but you guys just know him. That's literally it.
I know, yes, we do have a friend. I do know that.
But he's been telling me to watch the movie La La Land for a long time.
Have you never watched that?
No. Have you seen it, Jordan?
Yes, I've seen it multiple times.
What?
I saw it. I saw it when it was in theaters.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, Nick, you're like literally the only one who has.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
I didn't think it was your kind of thing, Jordan.
I saw it with Claire. So
okay, cool. Yeah,
it actually was a really good movie though.
Yeah, I watched it last night for the first time because I didn't watch it because it was only on something that you had to. It was on something for free, but you had to watch it with ads, and I was like, I'm not going to watch it with ads because I know I'm going to like this movie a lot, and I don't want any ads in the middle of it. And Zach was like, "Bro, just watch it. It's free." And I was like, "No, it's not the same." And he,
bro, you can rent movies for like $3 on Amazon.
Yeah, but I never did that. Then,
wow.
It's on, but it's on HBO Max, and I have HBO Max, and I watched it last night, and it was genuinely amazing. I loved,
wasn't it?
The entire movie. It's the first movie in a long time that literally gave me chill bumps.
Wow.
Like,
wow.
Awesome. There was one part in the middle that gave me chill bumps, and I won't say it because it's really cool. Whatever it happened.
Well, Jamie has seen it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll recap it.
This movie came out like forever ago, didn't it?
Yeah, it came out in 2016. But
tell us.
Okay, well, it's the
Spoiler alert. We'll
yeah. Fast forward 20-30 seconds if you don't want to hear it. Yeah.
Are you sure?
But
shut up, Nick's about to tell us this.
It's the part when they're in the planetarium, the Griffith Observatory.
Yes.
And they're dancing, and whenever they float up into the air, as soon as Emma Stone floated up into the air, I felt chill bumps. Like,
wow,
it was awesome.
I've actually been to the Griffith Observatory too, so
really?
That was really cool to watch. Yeah, I have.
I have in GTA 5.
Shut up.
that part was really special to me because the Griffith Observatory plays a big role in the later seasons of BoJack Horseman, and BoJack is one of my favorite shows. And when they went there, I was like, "Oh, that's awesome! They're going to the Griffith Observatory." And then whenever they did that, I was like, "Holy cow!" And then I don't know if I've ever cried to a movie.
Oh,
but
you've never cried to a movie before?
Well,
I definitely have.
I've had tears
cried in
come
multiple
to my
movies.
eyes, and
too many to count.
I've had tears come to my eyes in plenty of movies.
Oh,
okay. But I don't know if I've ever had
cried?
a tear roll down.
Oh, Nick. Oh my gosh, I can imagine.
but tears came to my eyes at the end of the movie last night. It was awesome. The movie was so good. 10 out of 10.
Really
definitely
good,
top 5 movies all time.
Yeah, we can watch it together one night when we're all together.
I would love
it.
But
we'll cry with the boys.
Yes.
We'll all memorize City of Stars so we can sing it together whenever they play.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the beginning song too when they're in the traffic.
Yeah,
I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I'm gonna be honest, but
I listened to the score and the soundtrack while I was at work today.
Yeah. The funny thing is, the very first time I saw it with Claire and I think it was like pretty sold out. So we had to sit in the very, very front,
really,
all the way to the left seats. It was like literally there were only 2 seats like available. Like it wasn't a row of seats. It was like just 2 off seats, like in the very front. Maybe even for like handicapped people. I don't know.
Oh.
But like I was like looking up the whole time. I was like, my neck hurts. And then I've watched it a couple times since then. But
that's how I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
That was a good movie too. Gosh.
No, wait, no, it was the first one. Yeah, it was the first one. But anyways, so
right.
La La Land. La La Land was awesome.
Yes.
I also listened to Thick Freakness by the Black Keys. I had
awesome
heard
album.
Yeah, I'd heard Thick Freakness, Hard Road, Set You Free, and Half Love Will Travel, and like every other song was basically really good on the album. Yeah,
Thick Freakness is a good one.
Yeah, that might be one of
their
my
second
favorite
album.
albums by them. Yeah, but it was really good. An album called Han by the artist. I'm not sure if it's Berhana or Burhana, but he's like a kind of alt R&B guy. He gives me kind of Anderson .Paak vibes. He was featured on the most recent episode of Broken Record, which I know is a podcast that you listen to every now and then, Jamie.
I do.
Yeah, but I'd listened to that album probably a year ago, and I hadn't really listened to it since then. And I was glad that they did that interview with him, and I kind of re-listened to it and realized that I liked a lot more of the songs. Some of the more experimental songs, I liked them more than I used to. And also, finally, Taylor Swift hit her new album this week. I listened to that.
Yeah,
it was actually it was actually pretty like
interesting.
Like I'm not like I used to be more of a Taylor Swift hater. And,
wow, bruh.
But and like
what did she ever do to you, man?
she just because she was mainstream and I was like an anti-mainstream guy for a while. But,
okay.
But her new stuff is like that. Her album Lover is pretty good, but I really like the direction that she went in on Folklore, and she has an album that features Bon Iver. I said album, I think, but she has a song that features Bon Iver, and he doesn't really.
Isn't that
have
Bon
any...
Iver?
Yeah.
No, it's Bon Iver.
Really?
Yeah, you say it Bon Iver. It's like a French thing. But,
awkward.
It makes me feel pretentious whenever I say it, but it is the proper pronunciation.
Yes.
But that song is really good because he doesn't really have any vocal manipulation, I don't think, and on pretty much, or maybe he just sings in a different key. He sings a lot lower on that song, and usually in most of the Bon Iver songs, he sings in a higher pitch.
Yeah, I mean, if he sings in a lower, like in a lower key or a lower octave, if there is effects, it wouldn't show up as much.
Yeah.
But I haven't listened to it to confirm or deny that.
But the song is called Exile, and that song is very good. And I don't know if I'll listen.
Checking it out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll listen to that album for a good while after, because the whole thing is pretty sad. But it was pretty good. I did enjoy it.
Ooh, I like some sad stuff. I'll have to check it out.
If you want to feel sad, check it out. I'll probably add Exile to my. I forgot to add it to my Feels playlist. I need to do that.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, and that wraps it
up.
All right.
Does that wrap it up?
Think so.
Yep.
All right. Well then, yeah, we just wanted to say thanks again for listening this week, and remember to tune in next week where we'll take a look at Rage Against the Machine by Rage Against the Machine. Be sure to listen to it so you can kind of have your own thoughts and, kind of mentally join in the discussion a little bit. You can feel free to either leave a comment about your thoughts on this week's album on YouTube or tweet them at us. We're on Twitter at ListenUpPod, and that account as well as our personal handles will be in the description of wherever you found this episode. For now, we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.